Hey, good morning guys, it's the Toolbox here. I own the Toolbox Harley Repair Shop in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I've been here for 14 years. It's a Saturday. I fix stuff. I'm just not in uniform. Anyway, I'm just up here. I got this one. I got a 2017 Ultra, and I'm doing a vent system. These primaries got a problem with creating a vacuum and possibly causing fluid carryover. This bike, our customer happens to service his own bike, and he noticed that when he changed the fluids that the primary was overfull. Basically, when he pulled this cover, it was sucking fluid in here. So one of the resolutions for it, or the fix for it, is right back here. We're going to put a vent system in, and we're going to vent the back of this primary so it doesn't create a vacuum. Basically, this is the Harley kit they make for it. We happen to get ours from Fort Thunder Harley Davidson. That's who we're made to do business with. So we got that taken care of, and I'm gonna take this thing apart. I'm just gonna get this outer primary cover off here, get this floorboard out of the way, drop this kickstand down, pop this cover off real quick, and I'm gonna start the video back up and go from there. Hang tight, guys. I'm just gonna basically pull all these screws off for those of you that don't know, the outer primary cover screws, and then pop this cover off. I'm not even gonna pull the drain plug. I'm just gonna put a bucket under it and let it drain. Bear with me. Okay guys, so pull all the screws out. For those of you that don't know, you got long screws in the front. These long lines here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Of course, you know, these ones are short bosses, so you only use short screws. I left one screw in there just in case this case wants to fall off. They normally don't. They're stuck on like this one. I try to give it a little hit, but I know better than use my hands. I'm gonna get a dead blow. I'm gonna give it a little pop right here. It won't damage the case. I'm gonna walk over here and grab my dead blow. Let's hit a few things. And I give this case a hit, and it just kind of snaps it loose. I don't pull my drain plug, I just let it pour out. All right, I'm gonna stop here and pull this cover. All right, so we got the cover off. You gotta pay attention to these. These are your little guides, we'll just call them, for you to align this cover when you go to put on. See how that one fell off? It's still stuck in that cover down there. I just lay them in the trash and let them drain. And I'm gonna come back over here. This is our kit. I've opened it up. And it looks pretty basic. We're gonna install that tube. Basically, I think it's in 11/32. Here we go. Yeah, they give you a chart, or they give you a little diagram to say diagram. I can't even think straight today. They give you a template, damn it. And we're gonna put that template up here, and it's gonna tell us where to drill that hole so I can pull this vent system through the back of this primary case. I'll show you where we're going to drill a hole in just a minute. I'm just kind of taking steps and showing record. Give me just a second, guys. Alright, I know you're seeing blitz between my videos, but I suck at video. That's why I fix Harleys. Anyway, this is the inner primary vent service kit. These are the directions it comes with. I just thought I'd open it up and show you guys. I'm going to open it up here. Comes with the basics. I know you guys can stop and zoom that in. And then I go to the other page. That's how I'm going to set that template up. That's going to show me where to drill the hole. We're going to pull it through. Basically, guys, I just wanted to show you the directions here. And then I'm going to walk right over here. I believe it's going to go right in here. I'm trying to figure it out myself. So I haven't done this vent system yet. I know a lot of you have, and this is old news. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to stop recording, and I'm going to get this template set up, and I'll start recording. Grab this phone in the meantime. Hang tight. Alright guys, so that's how I'm going to lay the template. I chose to use just an X-Acto knife real quick. It was really easy, just cut it right out. This template basically will go right around there like that, and you line that up with that upper bolt hole right there, and that's where I'm going to drill my hole, just about like yay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drill a hole, 11/32 hole right there. If we pull that off, it's going to end up right inside this case, right below the starter. It's really critical that you drill in the right place. So here we go. Alright guys, so I cut my template out. I put it up here. Basically you can see the upper bolt hole and the lower bolt hole and your dowel. I just cut it down where it just fits on there, right? And I just get me a template. They just want you in the general area. They want to keep you from drilling a hole through the starter, basically. Now, I've done a bunch of drilling, so it's easy for me, might not be for you. In order to get a straight hole shot in there, I always do something along the lines of this. A little punch. I want to put that punch through that hole. It doesn't quite look like it's going to fit, does it? Right? But you get the gist. Basically, I'm just going to drill a straight line right in there, guys, so we can put this vent system in there. And we're going to use a 11/32, if I'm not mistaken, drill bit. 11/32. Use a pilot hole first, if you guys don't know how to drill, and then do your larger bit. Anyway, I've covered it up. I'm going to do a little more covering up and drill this out. Hang tight. Okay guys, I pulled my template off, and if you'll look inside there, you can see about where it's going to be. It's pretty much dead centered in there in the lower part. Anyway, I'm gonna start drilling, guys. Okay, I drilled my first hole. That's my pilot hole. I'm really picky, and I'm gonna clean that trash out after I drill my next hole. I'm gonna go to a larger bit. I use an 1/8 inch for all my pilots on the smaller bolts, and we're going for, I believe he said 11/32. Yep. I'm gonna drill that hole out. I'm gonna install this in through the back side. Well, in here, pull it through the back side. Hang tight. Alright, so I got the 11/32 hole drilled. Nice and perfectly centered in there. I'm gonna clean this out. And how you would install this, guys, they give you a little pull tab. You're gonna stick that thing in through that hole, and you're gonna pull it through. The next stop when I pull this back in, I'm gonna have this installed. Hang tight, guys. Alright guys, so I got it out. There's a little tab they give you to pull on. I poked it through. I used a pair of bent needle nose. I'm gonna install it like this right here and pull it through. Okay guys, I pulled it through. And when it's installed, I think I did a pretty damn good job there. They want it centered in there real good, that template, and that hole drills everything. It looks like I did good, guys. And now it gives you a venting system back here. You can see the vent little curve right there. So now I've just created this, I broke this vacuum that it creates and vented it. The newer bikes all have it. That's the procedure, guys. I know if you figured out that you've took this apart, I hope you can put it back together. I'm out. I'm gonna get this bike done, move on to the next. Y'all have a blessed day.